Hello, Soulful Alignment here, and I have a message for you today. Okay, so when we're little, we shouldn't be burdened with anything that adults have to deal with. But oftentimes, we end up carrying large burdens, go through a lot of emotional things, and you know, through our life, we carry this burden all the way. So, how does it become not a burden? Well, we got to set down some things that are no good, you know. So when we're little and we have childhood traumas and things like that, they affect our entire life for the rest of our life until we finally deal with it. It'll affect our relationships, our jobs, our home life, our work life, our thought process, our action drop. So we're going to have to find deep strength when we're dealing with childhood issues, because when we're cutting the strings to it, it's not easy by any means. Nobody can give us a strength. It doesn't come from things, it doesn't come from people, it comes from within us. And it is a very big emotional beginning. Who delivers a cup to their self, you ask? Well, anyone trying to heal from childhood traumas. Freedom in life is often the best gift you can give anyone, especially yourself. So, how do you deal with that? Well, you take solitude and you go inward and you find where your accountability lies. Take account for where you own up. You can't take account for everybody else. So, this is a tower moment. You might be, find out some things you don't like. But in order to rebuild yourself correctly from childhood traumas, you have to tear down the old to make way for the new. You have to be like the phoenix that flies out of the ashes. Be mindful of how you talk with others and of your attitude, because sometimes when we're letting go of these things or they're trying to surface, we can be kind of immature and snappy, and just be mindful of how you approach others during this kind of process, because remember, it's not everybody else's fault that you're sitting in the position you're in. That's someone before you's fault. Karma, what comes around goes around. It's part of your healing and, your destiny. You can't go around feeling miserable and accept all the wonderful blessings the universe has for you, or anything, all that you worked for in life. you know, um, what comes around goes around. How you treat yourself is very much the same. You can't expect something you're not willing to give. So if you want, well, why haven't you healed yet? Well, healing takes time. But you don't want to grow old and be still healing. So let out your inner child, follow your intuition, and where you need to heal, heal. Where you need to cry, cry. Rescue that little child from your childhood. That's what you need to do. Go and rescue that little child. Go outside. Outside is great for your spirit, plant a tree in memory of your childhood self, and give it a birthday, the day I choose to be better than what is trapping me. Give it a name. Ah, yes. Also, you'll need to get on a good relationship with yourself before you can expect anyone else to. You should get in a relationship with your higher whoever, God, Allah, whoever you believe, don't let it affect the relationships in your life. If it's starting to, then you need to go in private and spend some time alone. there may be some mild jealousy and rivalry surrounding, you know, you trying to get better at questions you might have, you know, wanting to know about things. You know, why did this happen? Why didn't this person do that? You know, why was everybody so jealous of me whenever I did everything that they asked? Pretty much everything I've done my whole life is for everyone else. Oops. Don't forget to rest. You're tired of fighting? Yep. I know. The same old thing. Well, when you're tired of fighting with things you cannot change, accept them for what they are and that you had no culpability in that and let it go. Don't let the pain of what you've been through surround you or those you love, because I can promise you, all that trauma and stuff it's not going to do anything but tear up anything you try to do. So the truth of the matter is everything's up in the air until you make a decision. But should you choose to let it all go, which it shows that you will, you stand to be highly rewarded, you know, in many, many ways. But the first step is knowing. Knowing is half the battle. Acceptance is the third of the battle. Movement is the end of the battle. The outcome is that you're choosing to break away from those things that are holding you down. Yep, celebrating happy times. You refuse to start another journey of your life in the same old way that you ended it. It's kind of like the year, you know, it's almost over. Well, I don't want to end my year this way, and you're not going to. You have too much to live for, striving too hard, and just this once, you finally found a relationship in your life that you don't want this to tamper with. Like you're done with all the drama. You just want to live happy and free. Marriage is on the table, and you are very aware of what all you have to handle. So you're doing great. I'm very proud of you. Don't give up. If you'd like to book a reading with me, please send me a message at soulfulalignment73@gmail.com, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Leave your name and a brief message about what you would like a reading for. Thank you. Love, light, and peace.